Hello and welcome to Umbraco Learning Base, Jonathan here. In this video I'm going to show you how to add a host name and configure the CDN caching and minification on Umbraco Cloud. Great, let's get started. The first step is to add a host name to your Umbraco Cloud project. Before we set up the host name, we need to make sure our DNS provider is set up properly. You can add a CNAME record that points to dns.umbraco.io, or you can set up an A record pointing to either IPs as seen below. However, only use the A record if a CNAME is not possible. Great. Now let's go ahead and add our host name to our cloud project. As you can see, we are now at my Umbraco Cloud project, and to add a host name to this project, let's go to the settings section up here and click on host names. In here, we can manage our host names. As you can see down here, we already have a default host name, which is added when we create our project. It's called the alias of our project, .eowest01.umbraco.io. To add a new host name, click on the green button where it says Add New Host Name. Once we click the button, we can go ahead and add our host name to the project. And let's click Add. And now the host name is being added to our project. We can see the status is initialized, and let's wait for it to finish up being added. Great, we can now see that the host name has successfully been added. Now that we have added the host name, we can now go ahead and configure the CDN and the caching settings for each of the host names that we have added to our Umbraco Cloud project. Okay, so if we go back to the settings up here and go to the subpage called CDN caching and optimization. Okay, so in here we first off have some default settings. We can first of all enable cache. This will enable caching of static assets. With cache enabled, you can also set the cache time to live in minutes. Here you can enter the number of minutes, which will be the default duration for caching. You can also cache everything. This will enable caching of everything, which will include both static assets and web pages. However, use caution, and this feature also requires you to be on a standard plan or higher to be able to use it. Then you can also set hostname specific settings. So if we click here, you can enable caching for the specific hostname, cache time to live, and caching of everything as well. Awesome. Then the last thing you can do is purge the cache. This you can do if you have caching enabled, and you can do it from here. Cache purging can be done on individual host names or all of your host names. Please note that it can take up to 30 seconds before the cached assets are purged from the content delivery network. You also only have a number of purge requests available to your plan within a 24-hour period. In my case, for the development, I have 2, and on live, I have 3 purges. Awesome. Awesome. That's all that I have for you in this video. My name is Jonathan, and I'll see you in the next one. Jonathan, out.